part 1 of threading the serger. The first step you want to do in threading the serger is look at your operation manual and see what the order for threading your serger is. What you're going to need for threading your serger is 4 spools of serger thread or cone thread, and you're going to need a pair of snips for clipping your threads to keep them nice and straight for threading the holes. You want to check with your sewing machine company or your serger company to find out what's the proper way for threading your serger. But with the company that I have, my instructions require that I thread the upper looper first. So that's what this video is going to show you, how to thread that upper looper. Our first step is to grab your spool of thread or your cone thread. We're going to pull up the thread tree. Turn so you can see what I'm doing. And you're going to place your spool on the corresponding spool pin. Of course, this will be left thread, right thread, upper looper, lower looper. The first step is to thread the hole here. So you know the holes right here inside the thread tree. So you're going to thread from the back side coming in to the front. So I just put my thread through the hole right here in the thread tree, and I'm just going to pull that up to keep the thread nice and taut. Now we're going to turn back here, because right here is our second thread guide right here in the back. And you're just going to take your thread and just put it right up under there so that it guides right through. Our second guide is right here. It's going to ride right down into this little line right here. So let's do that now. Let's run it down there. Now we're going to open our little door here by sliding it over and pulling it down. So now, also I want to show you something else. Let's get a close-up. I want to show you one of the nice features I like about my serger. Let me zoom out so you can see where this is. See, this is my serger. But right here on the inside of my serger, I have a little set of instructions on showing you how to thread the serger, just in case you forget. It can be confusing at times, but it's pretty helpful if you forget. I'm going to zoom in. So as you can see, it tells you exactly how to thread the loopers so that they're thread correctly. But we're not going to use that today. I'm going to show you how to do it manually. Okay, now that we've got our guide threaded here, now we're ready to thread the serger, or the looper rather. So we've got to bring our thread and thread the looper. Okay, our first guide is here. See the green color code. So we're going to take our thread and put it behind that guide right there. Now as you see right here, there's a blue dot and a green dot. So that means both of your upper and your lower loopers is going to go through here. So since mine is green and I'm doing the upper looper, I'm going to thread this one guide here. I don't know if you can see that. So that's just this one guide right here, not this one, but this one. Now our next color tells us to come up here. So we're going to go up and thread the looper there. Now that we've threaded the third guide here, or might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the fifth guide. One more thing I forgot to mention that you're going to need in your arsenal of tools is a pair of these needle nose tweezers, because they're going to come in handy with the serger. You'll find with the serger a lot of the parts are hard to get to, so these little pliers come in handy. And mine are actually surgical ones. I don't know where I got them from, somewhere. As you see, we've got to thread this upper looper here. So we've got to take the thread and we've got to insert it into the hole of the looper. And when we insert it, this is where your pliers come in handy, because you can pull it out from the underside. Well, it doesn't want to come out. There we go. Pull it out from the underside and make sure everything stays nice and straight. And now from the back side, I'll pull this out. Whoops. And now you've got the upper looper threaded.